Okay, today we're going to skip 3-4 and we're going to move to lesson 3-5 on page 109. And it's really just some practice to use any strategy we learn to solve double-digit addition problems. So let's watch the visual learning first.
How can you add using different strategies? What are some strategies you could use to find 66 plus 25? You could use compensation, or you could break apart the addends into tens and ones.
Let's try both ways.
One way to solve the problem is by breaking apart the addends. How can you break apart 25 into tens and ones?
Select your answer.
Well, we have 2 tens and 5 ones. Oh, I have to move it.
You can break apart 25 into 2 tens and 5 ones, or 20 plus 5. Then you can break apart 5 into 4 plus 1. 66 plus 20 equals 86. Then add the 4. 86 plus 4 equals 90. Then add the 1. 90 plus 1 equals 91. Another way to solve the problem is to use compensation. If you add 4 to 66, you get 70. 70 plus 25 equals 95. If you added 4 to 66, what do you have to do to 95?
Select your answer.
Remember, if we add it to one number, we have to subtract it from another.
Subtract 4 from 95. 95 minus 4 equals 91. So 66 plus 25 equals 91. You saw two different ways to find the sum of 66 plus 25. Are both ways correct? Is one way better than the other?
No, they're both fine. They both came to the same answer.
Both ways are correct. They both give the same sum, 91. Neither way is better than the other. Now you know how to add using two different strategies.
And you also know how to add by stacking the numbers and carrying. So that's a strategy too, and you can use that one too, not just these two. All right, so today we're going to go to page 109 in your Envision math book. Looks like this. And it says I can choose a strategy to help me add two-digit numbers. So whatever you find works best for you is how you solve these problems. You could use the 100 chart method and count down tens and across ones. You could do where you add one to one side and take away from the other. That one I think is kind of tricky. You could do it where you separate the second number into tens and ones and add a little bit at a time. Or you can simply stack the numbers. I have a mosquito flying around me, and add. So don't forget this way, starting with the one side, add, carry your one. Or you could do 39 and then divide 40 up into 40 plus 3, right? Add the tens first, then add the ones. You can do it that way. Or you could use compensation where you do this thing. If I add 1 to 39, I get 40, right? Plus 1. And then I can take away 1 from 43 and get 42 minus 1. And that's easier to add, isn't it? What's 40 plus 40? What's 4 plus 4? 4 plus 4 is 8. So 40 plus 40 is 80, plus 2 more is 82. If you do it this way, you've got 39. We're going to go up 4 tens. So 39, 49, 59, 69, 79. And then add the 3 ones. 79, 80, 81, 82. We still get 82. Or, yep, that mosquito just got me. Or we can do it this way. What's 9 plus 3? 9, 10, 11, 12. Put the 2 down here from the 12. Put the 10 up in the tens column. 4 plus 3 is 7. Plus 1 more is 82. And you'll see, no matter how we do the problem, which strategy you use, you're still getting the same sum. And that's the whole point of the problem, is getting the sum. So it doesn't matter which strategy you choose to use. All right, so here they're doing the one where they break it apart. You can choose one here. Okay, write it out so I can see how you did it. And then there's just a bunch of ones to practice here. Any strategy you want to use, guys. And then there's some of these tricky ones down here where it's got one addend, but not the other one. So think about it as a part whole problem. Okay. We've got the sum, because you see the equal sign there, right? We know that the sum is 61. And we know one of the addends is 45. So you can find a hundreds chart to use. Start on 45, count up to 61. See how many times you had to move, right? Or you could do it where you move tens first and then ones and see how many you had to move. So that's what these are about, seeing if you can find the other addend. All right, I want you to work on that. I think you'll do pretty well on it. These are probably just story problems with double digits. Ooh, read them carefully because they've got tricks in there. Yeah, you can do those. They even have a hundreds chart on this page if you need to use it for some of those other problems. So do this, then go to Savas Math and do your practice buddy and your quick check for 3.5.